Does this always happen on stairs? Yeah, something is weird about stairs. Oh. Embassy receptionist. Hello.
Good day, Commander. The human ambassador is up the stairs, first room on the right.
Thank you, Commander.
You know who I am?
Yes, I receive reports on all newly arrived dignitaries and notable people.
Mm-hmm. And I am one of those notables. And the location.
What is this place?
This is the Presidium. More specifically, you are at the Citadel embassies. If you have more questions, please access Avina.
Nah, tell me more about this little invention.
What's that?
Oh, Avina is the virtual guide for the Citadel. Feel free to access the terminal yourself.
Sweet. Any personal stuff there?
What's your name? What do you do here?
My name is Safiria. I'm the administrative assistant for the embassies.
Mm-hmm. Busy much?
You seem to be distracted.
The embassies are the hub of all Citadel politics. When you represent trillions of citizens, it tends to get a little busy.
Mm-hmm. And you have to represent all of them.
I should be going now.
Have a pleasant day.
Hey, we got ourselves another codex, but let's just go around a little bit. Maybe even talk to Avina here. So wait a minute, there is also the embassies on the other side here. Yeah, before I go further into that direction, I'm gonna check out the other embassies. So, where was I going on about? That's Codex, yes. Secretary, Citadel and Galactic Government. The statistics. No, it's not a Presidium ring. The ring is an enclosed loop of park-like space, serving as the connection point to the wards. This thing around here. The interior walls are lined with the embassies of influential species and private residences for the galaxy's elite. The Presidium is full of open-air restaurants, bars, and luxurious meeting areas. Gravity is about 1/3 Earth normal. A holographic sky is projected over the ceiling of the ring. Unlike the 24/7 bustle of the wards, the Presidium maintains a 20-hour day schedule with a 6-hour night, where lights are dimmed and the sky goes through a night cycle. Offices and residences are often open to the interior. It is not unusual for embassies to have no exterior wall at all. This does not cause a crime problem due to the heavy CSAC presence and ubiquitous monitoring devices on the Presidium. Thieves are quickly identified and apprehended. The ring is the location of the Citadel's spaceports. Being closer to the center of the spin, there's less motion for a ship to match, and the reduced spin gravity makes handling cargo easier. Hundreds of ships pass through the Citadel every day, and every species within embassy is granted a private dock. The tower at the center of the ring holds the administration of the Citadel Council. The tower rises over a kilometer from the ring, appearing to thrust forward parallel to the ward arms. As the tower is at the center of the spin axis, it experiences little centrifugal force. Gravity is maintained using mass effect fields at a 90-degree angle to the ring wards. So, which direction is it then? A counselor dock can be found at the base of the tower, where normally used for diplomatic curious and Spectre business. The shuttle dock here can evacuate the council government in an emergency. Wait a minute, I got another codex entry, but which one is it? It's not the profile, is it? It's council races. Asari,
the Asari were the first species to discover the Citadel. When the Solarians arrived, it was the Asari who proposed the establishment of the Citadel Council to maintain peace throughout the galaxy. Since then, the Asari have served as the mediators and centrists of the Council. An all-female race, the Asari reproduce through a form of parthenogenesis. They can attune their nervous system to that of another individual of any gender and of any species to reproduce. This capability has led to the unseemly and inaccurate rumors about Asari promiscuity. Asari can live for over 1,000 years, passing through 3 stages of life. In the maiden stage, they wander restlessly, seeking new knowledge and experience. When the matron stage begins, they meld with interesting partners to produce their offspring. This ends when they reach the matriarch stage, where they assume the roles of leaders and counselors.
It's always leaders and counselors. Do they have any other jobs? So, let's see. Another diplomat. Human one. What is this? The cantina or something?
I can't believe I landed a job here. This place is fantastic.
And you want to tell me that in the future, where everything is done by electronic devices, you still have paperweights? Really? What on earth is going on? That is human biography. That is human bureaucracy right there. See, anyone else in here doesn't have that stuff. Diplomatic archive, and we got ourselves a level up just by clicking. I love it. Oh boy, I can level up just by clicking on things. Awesome. So the Alcott diplomat.
Human, delighted, welcome. It is good to meet you.
Human delight. Great. So, what's the codex thingy that we got so far? Citadel Galactic Government and the Treaty of Phyrexian. Due to the destructive potential of dreadnoughts, the Council races agreed at the Phyrexian Naval Conference to fix a ratio of dreadnought constructed between themselves. At the top of the pyramid is the peacekeeping Turian fleet. Below the Turians are the other Council races. Currently the Asari and Solarians. Council associate races are at the bottom. The Human System Alliance is part of this last group. The ratio of Turian to Council to associate dreadnoughts is 531. For every dreadnought humans are permitted to build, the Asari have 3 and the Turians 5. Of course the Turians get most of those things. Interesting. So I did myself a little level up, didn't I? Wow. So it starts with 300 experience for level, then it's 1000, and then 2100. It really goes up. That's actually a very good question. Like the amount of experience that you need for the next level up goes up, sure. The first one is 300, the next one is 700. Yeah, 700, because previous experience is still being recorded. Yeah, anyway, what was I? So 300, 700, 1000. Well, 1100 actually. So 300, 1000. Okay, so the increase is actually the same. It increases by the same amount. Interesting. But the first increase in level is only 300 and not 400. The second increase of additional experience is 400. Therefore, it's actually very interesting. The additional experience from 300 to 1000. It's 700. 300 plus 400. And then you need 300 plus 400 plus 400, making 1100, which means 2000. Interesting. So, let's see. We got ourselves 2 new levels. I can get decryption upgraded. That's nice. Does 100 damage in a radius whatsoever. I have and I got 11 points. I think I can almost get myself some lift in here. But wouldn't it be better for me to just have a better cooldown so I can spam my abilities? That would be sweet. Actually very interesting that the Sentinel levels seem to be limited to just 5. Maybe there are future levels that are just not visible right now. Maybe I can get that to work. Okay. What could I do? What could I do? What could I do? I want to get the neural shock active. The thing is, Inox man is it? I need like 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Let's just deploy Medigel to all wounded Squad members restoring their full... Ah, wait a minute, I clicked on that one. Well, this one, and this one, and this one. And then I want to get the first level in there for the medi stuff. Reduces the recharge time of 8 by... Oh, a first 8 by... It's not the real shock that gets reduced in time, but this one. Recharge time 20 seconds? Okay, this one just makes it go faster. Actually kind of annoying that this one boosts the previous ability. Only thing that you get is like a little bit of neural shock in there, but okay. And this one only increases pistol damage. Is there a way to boost damage of the abilities in here? That would be sweet. So anyway, we got ourselves that one leveled a little bit, at least. I could also just get myself some barriers and then charge in. So what about this guy? I mean, he needs to get pretty much the same upgrades as I have. A little bit of this and neural shock would be great. So he can get... Oh, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. That one would just upgrade it. I could also give him a bit more of the throw ability in there. Or I could give him some electronics and an overload ability. Yeah, why not? 1, 2, 3, and an overload. There you go. Want to get him as potent in terms of spells, abilities, or talents actually. As I am. Okay, so does she need a pistol? Nah, no. Shotties though. Shotties are a completely different beast. But yeah, maybe giving her like assault rifles might be a better solution. Yeah, assault rifles go into sniper rifles. So I should give her at least enough. Ah, no, I can't really reach that point over there. Okay, so what about the other stuff? Fitness. I wanted to make her not die, right? Reduces health damage by so and so much, does not reduce increases health and regeneration. That's the fitness tree. And increases weapon damage by 5% and melee damage by whatever. Melee though. Melee. Why not? I mean, that would be fun though. Her just charging in there. Wrecking havoc. 134 HP. 129. How much do I have? Same. Okay. Maybe the increase in health just comes from this stuff right there. Like the not the fitness bonus. Ah, fitness is health. And a little bit of soldier stuff. What about combat armor? Increased damage reduction by so and so much, so and so much, so and so much. And comes first aid. Yeah. That might be good, and that might be good. I'm gonna go for a little bit of fitness. And then I can't get that point in there, which is kind of weird. I can't get the third point of fitness in here. That's really strange. So I don't need an additional point of it. Wow. Okay, let's just get the first one here, so we get like 10% increase. That's pretty neat. 10, 14. Wait a minute. So 10% would mean 13 points. Therefore, 47. Yes. But then we got like an additional 5 points. Because... yeah, that's 14%. 14% of this is basically 10 and 5%, so 50%. So it's 13, half of that, so another 7-ish. Well, 6, actually. So it's like 6... Wait a minute. 13, 6, 19. Almost. Interesting, but we don't want that. Increase hardening by 10%. What's the hardening stuff? Grants the shield boost ability. Unlocks heavy armor. Able to equip medium. Increase damage protection. Grants the shield boost ability. Restore 30% of your shield per second. Increase hardening by 12%. What on earth is hardening? That's weird. So she gets you hard. Great. Absolutely great. So I came in here through that area, I think. What was it? No, wait. It's a maze. It's an absolute maze. It's amazing. So, the Turians have a really, really large office on their hands. Nice. Let's look around first and enjoy the spring. Oh, isn't that beautiful? What we got here? Easy decryption. Yeah, why not? And as I said before, right? Brute force. Yeah, brute force. Diplomatic advisory warning. The following message was transmitted from an untraceable account to multiple recipients across the extranet. Further monitoring of the situation is warranted. My fellow biotic, you have been selected to receive this transmission because of our shared plight. Few understand us, fewer tolerate us. We must stand together. We must build our own new world. Come, join us in the Hawking Ether cluster. Only as one body can we right the wrongs done to our kind. And we got ourselves another journal one for the Ether cluster, probably. We discovered a strange transmission discussing some sort of biotic commune. On the whole, it seems harmless, but something about the message is a little disturbing.
Sure is peaceful here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they've built themselves quite the lake. Wonder if anyone ever drowned in it.
Bah.
Commander Shepard, I didn't expect to see you here. Did Ambassador Udina send you?
Well, not really. I go where I want, yes. Who are you?
Have we met before?
No, but I know you well enough. I'm Executor Palin, head of CSEC. It's my job to know when someone like you arrives on the Citadel. Was there something you needed, Commander?
Interesting. Attitude towards humans. Well, his attitude is actually very okay.
I get the feeling you're not too fond of humans.
No, I just don't trust your kind. Not yet. You humans are eager to take all the power you can get, and you're being given a lot. If the Council wants to make humanity their new favorite pet, that's their business. But I don't have to like it.
Interesting. We are not favorites. Is it?
The Council treats us like second-class citizens. We have to fight for everything we get.
Good. Then fight for it. But don't expect the rest of us to just sit back and let you take it. I'm a busy man, Commander. Are we done here?
No, not quite. Still have a few more questions. About specters, for example.
What do you know about the Spectres?
They're the right hand of the Council, or so they like to be called. More like the underhanded side of the Council.
Well, it's very suspicious.
What do you have against the Spectres?
I can't abide any organization that considers itself above the law. Especially when it's left up to each individual Spectre to decide when and how to bend the rules.
Is it naive? Depends.
Sometimes you have to bend the law to keep people safe.
I've been with CSEC for 30 years. I've never had to break the law to do my job, not once.
Yeah, right. You expect us to believe none of your officers are corrupt?
There are over 200,000 CSEC agents. Some of them are going to be bad. But we don't turn a blind eye to corruption like the Spectres do. We do our best to find and punish any officer who breaks the law. Spectres, they'll never come under that kind of scrutiny.
Are they? Wait a minute. Why do we not have another option for Spectres? Why do we see them in this good light?
The galaxy needs people like that. People who do the dirty jobs.
I agree. But they need to be held to a higher standard. They need to be accountable. Saren's out of control. We both know that. But because he's a Spectre, the Council doesn't want to do anything about it. Is that the kind of person this galaxy needs?
Well, not that kind.
But not all Spectres are like Saren.
True. But the potential is always there.
But that is not why you are for it or against it. And CSEC.
Tell me about CSEC.
CSEC provides necessary police and security services throughout the Citadel. We're a civilian government agency, though many of our members have had military training. Of course, as the CSEC representative to the Council, I spend most of my time liaising between the two.
Any investigations? Oh.
Tell me about your investigation into Saren.
Sorry, Commander. I don't make a habit of giving out details about ongoing investigations.
Understandable.
I'll be going now.
Goodbye, Commander.
Goodbye. Palin is a real cool, chill dude. Interesting. So, what we got in the Codex now? We got ourselves Citadel and Galactic Government. The CSEC. Citadel Security is a volunteer police service answering to the Citadel Council. The 200,000 constables of CSEC are responsible for maintaining public order in the densely populated Citadel. They also provide pirate suppression, customs enforcement, and search and rescue throughout the Citadel cluster. CSEC has 6 divisions: enforcement, unified officers who patrol the Citadel and respond to emergencies; investigation, detectives who puzzle out the truth behind crimes and bring perpetrators to justice; customs screens the thousands of passengers and cargo containers that pass through the Citadel's ports every day; network deals with cybercrimes like identity and copyright copyright theft, hacking and viral attacks, and illegal artificial intelligence. Is there legal artificial intelligence? Special response deals with hostage situations, bombs, and heavily armored criminals. In the unlikely event that attackers board the Citadel, they are also the front line of defense, armed with military-grade equipment and patrol and naval arm with ships stationed throughout the Citadel cluster. Unlike the other divisions, they are rarely seen at the Citadel, nor do they stay in one place long. Joining CSEC is prestigious. Applications must be sponsored by a Citadel Councillor or the ambassador of an associate council race. Generally, applicants have many years of distinguished service in the military or police forces of their nation, but an inexperienced applicant with demonstrable talent will be fairly considered. CSEC and the Spectres are often at odds. Many CSEC members, notably current executor TheNefari Palin, believe that allowing Spectres to be above the law is a dangerous practice. The actions of Saren arteries lend credence to this position. The Spectres, in turn, are aggravated when CSEC's dedication to procedure and due process hampers their investigations. I mean, both want the same thing, right? Safe. Safe environment for everybody. Just their attitude towards it and how they want to achieve it changes. So, what do we have here? I said that I found the cantina, but that might actually be what was it? Embassy Lounge, yeah, kind of.
This place seems strange. I wish there were more humans around.
More humans. I mean, we are on a spaceship, right? With multiple aliens. You cannot actually say that there are so many living organisms, and that's basically an infinitude, of different aliens. So, why make humans that special?
Hello, Commander. Can I get you something?
Yeah, why not?
What have you got?
Information, mostly. Would you like to know about some points of interest nearby?
Absolutely.
What's going on around here?
Well, you found the embassies. Not much going on here. Across the bridge, you'll find the bank, the Emporium, and Shira's. If you haven't heard of her, you soon will. If you need supplies, you can try the markets one level below. For entertainment, I try Flux or Cora's Den.
Oh, sweet. Now, Shira's.
What is Shira's?
The consort, she entertains clients who can afford her services. Most of the diplomats and ambassadors have visited her at one time or another. She's a very powerful woman, but also very respected.
Makes sense. And she's probably trading in information as well. Any entertainment?
Tell me about Flux and Cora's Den.
Well, Flux has gambling and dancing, certainly more lively than this place. Cora's Den, on the other hand, well, let's just say it's livelier and deadlier, all at the same time.
Sounds like an awful lot of fun. Right.
Goodbye.
So long, Commander. Have a pleasant day.
And thanks for the fish.
I don't have time to talk now. I'm very busy.
Seem like it. Alrighty. Nothing to...
The rumors. The consort would never reveal her secrets.
Of course she would. She'd be tossed out the nearest airlock if she did.
I suppose. Besides, Nick, the consort's nothing like the girls back on the colonies. She's...
You don't have to do it with her. You can just talk to her if you want.
Is that all you did, Jazz? Just talk?
I didn't say that.
Ha! I bet you did too.
Shut up, Fredericks.
Okay, so what can you tell me about the consort?
What do you want? Oh, Commander. Is there something I can do for you?
Relax, Private. This isn't an inspection.
Right, sorry. What can I do for you, Commander?
Consort business. Every information. ASAP.
What can you tell me about the Asari consort?
Well, she's an Asari who works here as... That is, she helps people with things.
You never went to see her, did you, Fredericks?
No, I never did. I couldn't afford it. It costs half a year's credits just to go in and talk to her.
Interesting. Where is she?
Can you at least tell me where I can find her?
Sure. She's across the bridge from the embassies.
Thanks, kid. Have fun. Try not to get into too much trouble.
I will. Have fun, that is.
Wow. Alright. Anything else?
Commander, good to see you again.
Right. So everything points me across the bridge. On the other side where the fun is. Consort chambers. Makes sense. Emporium. Some banks! Yes! That's where the action is. Alright. Another keeper. Keeping things safe. It's interesting that Ashley and Caden follow behind, not exactly on the spot, but there's a certain delay there. It's interesting. So, wait a minute, where on Earth am I? Okay, over here, Actually, I'm not on Earth. I'm in space. Okay, that was the way down, wasn't it? Like, we have access to a normal map, right? But the minimap only gives us some dots.
Allow me to be your guide.
Oh, yes, please.
Greetings and welcome to the Presidium. My name is Avina, and I am pleased to be your virtual guide throughout this level of the Citadel space station.
Are you real? What kind of question is that?
So are you a person or a program?
I am a fully interactive virtual intelligence, programmed to provide spontaneous guidance at predetermined locations of interest throughout this level of the Citadel. I may also be contacted through any of the Presidium VI terminals, should you require assistance.
So there's a difference between a virtual intelligence and an artificial intelligence. Both of them are artificial in the term that they are, like, made, right? But a virtual intelligence means that it virtually seems intelligent. Maybe even like the intelligences that we are making right now. And not really A, more like V. So...
Give me the tour.
You are standing at Presidium Tourism Terminal 1. On either side of this lobby are the embassies of the various Citadel races, along with CSEC headquarters. On the far end of this level, you can see the Citadel Tower, where the Council meets regularly to discuss matters of interstellar importance.
Oh, yeah. More about CSEC then.
I want to know more about Citadel security.
Citadel security serves as law enforcement for all regions of the Citadel, though the majority of officers serve in the wards. Executor Palin, a Turian, is the current head of CSEC, but individuals from virtually every species across Citadel space serve as officers beneath him. If you wish to learn more, Executor Palin's office is located in the CSEC headquarters just across the lobby.
Right. The embassies I already know of, but
Tell me
anyway.
about the embassies.
Each species in Citadel space important enough to be consulted on matters of galactic politics maintains an embassy on the Presidium. The Volus were the first non-council species to be granted an embassy, roughly 2,384 galactic standard years ago.
Dude.
As Citadel space has expanded, more embassies have been added. The most recently added embassy belongs to your own species, humanity. It was added 19 galactic standard years ago, despite some rather vocal opposition.
I mean, if they take that much time, right, like 2,000 whatever years is an awful lot. Think about it. No wonder the Volos are kind of pissed that they're not part of the inner the inner party members. That's actually understandable. Why was humanity opposed?
Why were people trying to keep my species out?
Some species felt humanity was given preferential treatment. It often takes a century or more before a new species is granted an embassy. The Council gave a great deal of thought to this matter. In the end, they decided humanity's impact on Citadel space was significant enough to warrant an embassy.
You mean because we have spaceships? What do you think?
Do you agree with their decision?
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
Where have we heard that before? Okay, and why were the Volos first?
How come the Volus were the first species given an embassy?
In the early years following the formation of the Council, the Volus were, apart from the Asari and Salarians, the most populous and widespread species in Citadel space. They established many new colonies and trading outposts, and they petitioned the Council for a greater role in determining interstellar policy. In recognition of their work to expand interstellar trade and establish a standardized galactic economy, the Volus were granted an embassy here on the Citadel.
Just an embassy?
Why weren't they made a council race?
The Council races have extensive responsibilities. They must provide personnel and ships for the Citadel fleets. They often provide economic aid in times of disaster. It would be unfair to demand such an enormous burden of a species unable to meet these obligations. The embassies allow lesser species to have a voice on the Citadel.
Wow, lesser species then.
That's pretty damn arrogant.
I apologize if my personality has offended you. Please submit all formal complaints in writing to the Citadel Tourist and Visitor Board.
Oh boy, we can learn a lot from this kind of AI programming. That's absolutely marvelous. Okay. Let's see. Embassies, that was that, and specters.
Do you know anything about specters?
The term Spectre is derived from the branch of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance. Each Spectre agent is handpicked by the Council. Their primary role is preserving galactic stability and resolving volatile situations that cannot be handled through normal political channels. In this role, they are granted extraterritorial rights and jurisdictions. Spectres answer to no law or authority except the Council itself.
And the Council then?
What can you tell me about the Citadel Council?
Originally, the Council consisted of representatives from the Asari and Salarians, the two dominant species in Citadel space. Roughly 1,304 galactic standard years ago, Turians were invited to join the Council in recognition of the role they played during the Krogan Rebellion. Since then, the three Council races have worked together to ensure the peaceful coexistence of the galactic community, while preserving individual autonomy for each species.
Nice. Sounds almost too perfect.
It can't be as simple as that. There must be problems somewhere in the system.
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
And now we are...
Goodbye.
At the limit
Goodbye,
of its
and
capabilities.
thank you for using Avina. Please enjoy your visit to the Citadel.
You're welcome as well. So, let's see. What do we got? Directions to CSEC Academy. The elevator to CSEC Academy is located down the ramp. To the left, the Alliance docking bay can be found there as well. Good. Interesting that you can just hover over that thing. But the information is only displayed in the user interface and not by the world itself. That one. That thingy is actually pretty helpful. The arrows, not so much. So what is this? Use Citadel Rapid Transit to travel quickly between major locations. as you explore the Citadel, whatever. So it's basically Uber, space Uber. Perfect. Please choose the Citadel rapid transit destination. Presidium locations. Wait, there are more. The Citadel Tower. Okay, so we can get to the tower at least. But I don't want to use it yet. I want to know what else I can find up here on that. Wow. What are Krogan statues here? Why are there no other statues? Interesting. Technology.
Biotics is a virtual intelligence is an advanced form of user interface software. VIs use a variety of methods to simulate natural conversation, including an audio interface and an avatar personality to interact with. Although a VI can provide a convincing emulation of sentience, they are not self-aware, nor can they learn or take independent action. VIs are used as operating systems on commercial and home computers. Minimal VI agents are also available. Agents are compact and specialized. Some serve as personal secretaries, filtering calls and scheduling meetings based on user-defined priorities. Others are advanced search engines, propagating themselves across the extranet to collate user-requested data. Commercial VIs in a variety of stock personalities are available at any software retailer. Boutique firms and hobbyists also build unique VIs to personal specification. Although software emulation of living personalities is illegal, reconstructions of famous historical figures are common.
Wow. The most interesting thing about that text and what's written in it is that it kind of becomes true already. Like the whole AI craze that we have right now in like 2014, 2015 right now. 2024, 2025, right? Is exactly that. We are creating these virtual intelligences and they set operating system, right? Think about one of those investors that has a huge stake in this virtual intelligence stuff. It's Microsoft. It's actually really interesting that whatever happens in here kind of almost happens like 10 years later in real life. It's really weird. It's really weird. Or maybe the people just got inspired. I would almost say as much. Okay, so we can go back down there. Let's just check that one out. The elevator just goes up again. Great. So nothing. Kind of surprised. You must talk to council to gain access to the wards. Oh, okay. And then I did one. The thing is, running and having one of those objects marked for interaction, it's definitely not the best thing. You need a special run button and a use button. But the problem is the usual use button is like E, at least on the keyboard. And E is used in here in order to exactly do that. To control your party members. So, yeah, wait a minute. The complete western side, I did not actually explore there. Okay. I don't quite know what it is. Actually, I'm on the wrong... Should have explored that one first. Ah! Alright. So, let's see. Yeah, let's just continue a little bit with the exploration. Why not?
I've had my office rearranged 5 times now.
5 times? Why? What do they want?
How should I know?
It's not like Keepers offer an explanation for what they're doing.
Yet, everyone just lets them go on doing whatever it is they do.
What choice do we have? If you try to stop them, they just shut down and another one replaces it.
Just strange that we know so little about them.
Not to mention frustrating.
So the Keepers here just do whatever. But the strangest thing about the Keepers is that they are biological. It's really weird. Looks almost as if they have a Swiss flag on their chest.